Edge. We are here with Jennifer Hudson. Hello, welcome to Australia.
Hello,
Hi.
I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
We were just talking about shopping.
Oh yes, I
Yeah.
love. I haven't had the chance to shop here yet. I have to shop here. So
Do you think?
I'm a big shopaholic.
Isn't it better in America? Like what's here?
Well, see, my point is, so I can go shopping here, right? And then when I go back home, somebody say, "Oh my God, that's so cute. Where did you get Australia?" And I know they'll never get it because, they have to go all the way
It's
to
too far
Australia
away.
to get it.
Exactly. You look amazing.
Thank you.
I've followed you. This kind of sounds creepy. From American Idol when you were top 5, and I remember I think you sang Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody.
I sang "I Have Nothing" of Whitney's. That's the more popular one. And then I did "I Believe in You and Me" by Whitney.
Okay, yeah.
Big
Yeah.
Whitney fan.
Oh my God, the biggest.
Yeah. And I just like seeing you transform as an artist and physically. It's just like, I want to stay fit. Do you have any fun exercises to do?
Well-
Because I hate running. Hate it.
But see, I like running. To me, it's like being free,
Yeah.
but outside. And then, like, I just like to do fun things that remind me of being a kid. So I like jumping rope. I like playing basketball. I like riding bikes.
Yeah.
So I just make sure it's fun because think about it. If you doing things you don't enjoy, then you're not gonna get up and do it again. Like,
Yeah.
I
That's
don't wanna
true.
do that again. So I
Yeah.
try to make sure it's fun.
Yeah.
So it's not like the gym and all that type of stuff for you?
It depends on the mood. Like, okay,
Right.
I'm like, I don't feel like going outside today. Okay, I'm gonna go run in
Yep.
the gym, or I don't want to be closed in, so I want to go outside and feel free. So I'll go outside.
So
it
how did you get
depends
so
on the mood.
fit? Is that how?
Well, yeah, that and Weight. You know, I'm a Weight Watchers spokesmodel.
Yeah. Mhm. Yep.
And yeah,
The
between
point
that,
system.
the point system.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
I know
It's the
someone who was
best.
in different sizes here, obviously, but she would have been pushing size 22 and down to an 8.
Wow.
Which is like down to a 0. Now, I actually think...
how long?
Well, a couple of years. I actually think she's lost too much weight. But what did it for her, because she struggled with the weight all her life, was the point system.
Right.
You go, okay, I can have, 12 points a day or something?
Yeah. Oh, I hope she get more than 12 points a day. But yes,
Yeah,
you got the idea.
You know what I mean? And every food item has points. You have a Big Mac, you can't eat all day. You know,
Oh, no.
and that's how they worked it out. Yeah.
If she only has 12 points, then yeah, that's the only thing she'll get is that burger.
Well, I don't know. It might be different there. My point is the point system.
Yes.
I understand how that could work. If you want to lose weight,
Yeah.
you know what you can eat, what you can't, and there you go.
Right.
Let's talk about Dreamgirls. Now, when I saw that movie, I personally thought that you blew, and I love Beyonce, but you blew
too.
her out of the water.
Thank
like,
you.
absolutely amazing.
Thank you,
How did
thank
it
you.
feel to win an Oscar for that?
You know, it still seems crazy to me, even hearing you say that. Like, you have an Oscar. And I was
Where
like,
have you got it?
I
Where
do.
did you keep it?
It's in my house. So as
Yeah?
soon as you walk in, it's something like this kind of setup.
Yeah.
And on this side is all my covers, and then the Oscar sits right here.
Oh,
It
it's
says-
got to.
Is it in a case? Like,
It's
is it
on a
locked
light
up?
stand,
Okay.
and it like lights up, so it looks like it's glooming.
Have you cleaned it?
Well, you know, people don't really touch it.
No, you don't want them to.
Right. And it just sits there. But I'm more protective of the BAFTA now than the Oscar.
Ah.
Yeah, because I just got it. So
Which is the British
Oscar.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah. So I'm more protective of that one than any of them. Other than that, I kind of let people touch them. But
There you go. Jennifer Hudson says a BAFTA is better than an Oscar.
well, it's because it took forever for me to get it. Like I just got it after 4 years when I was just in the UK. Like not even a month ago. So it's like, okay, nobody touch it because I just got it. You can look at it, but don't touch.
Yeah.
You know. So I'll have to clean that one more than, you know, the American Oscar, because they're both Oscars.
Well, that's true. Yes, it's just a different name. Talking of movies, Sex and the City. I know it's a bit weird of me, but I am a big fan.
Are you?
I was a huge fan of the series.
Wow.
My ex-girlfriend got me into it. You know, a lot of girls do. And then in the movie, were you a big fan? Was it amazing starring in that?
It was amazing. I mean, just being a part of it. But before they called me, I had never watched the show. I heard of it.
You'd never what?
I had never watched it. I had heard of the show, but I had never watched it. And then when it's like, okay, we want Jennifer Hudson to be in Sex and the City, and I knew it was a huge show.
Right,
But
yeah.
I had never watched it. So once they called me, I was like, okay, let me watch this show, and then I fell in love with it.
Right,
How
yeah.
I haven't stopped
addicted
watching
did you
it
get?
since. Like addicted. Like you send me the whole case.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You can buy the whole thing, and I would just sit and just watch it. Nothing but
Yeah.
Sex in the City.
Isn't it
Until I got
pathetic?
Sex and the City.
I'm
Yeah.
the same. And I
Yeah.
know I shouldn't, but I think guys can learn a lot out of
No,
it
really,
as well.
really.
And how's your little man? How are you finding motherhood?
It's amazing. Like, I wish he was here so you could meet him, because he is such a charmer, and he's just so full of energy and life. And he's a little performer himself. Like, he loves to sit and dance, and every morning we have a little dance off. And he gets up and he do this. And he shake it, and now he's old enough to say, Ma, look. And he'll do a dance in the car. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's your move. So he's a little performer himself, but he's back home because I thought it was too far for him to come.
Yeah. Does he come?
He normally goes everywhere with me.
Not Australia though, too far.
It's just for him. He's not even 2 yet.
Yeah.
So I
And
was
the
like,
plane ride.
but next time I promise you I will bring him back, and you guys will see like, oh my God, this little boy is something else.
Now, would you be okay with him being a little child star, a Justin Bieber, or would you go, no, I want you to be a scientist or
whatever he wants to be, but I want it to be his decision.
Right.
Like, I don't want to force him into anything.
No.
So when he gets old enough to decide for himself, like right now, he's in between mommy and daddy. 1 minute he's mommy and he's performing with the mic, and the next second he's wrestling. He say 1, 2, 3, and then he'll go grab a mic and he'll sing, and it's like, okay, he's trying to find his way right now.
Yeah.
So whatever he decides.
I was watching Ellen, and I think it's quite, the episode maybe is a few months old. And there was a little girl. I can't remember her name. She was about 11 or 12 years old, performed on Ellen, the song that you did on Dreamgirls. Yes. And she was amazing. And named you as her number one inspiration. How does that feel to be a role model to so many young girls?
God, it makes me appreciate what I do that much more, and it encourages me to want to keep going, like, oh wow, somebody's listening, and somebody's there, and then to see it and to see other artists come up, it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
Now, I Remember Me is the new album. You said you got to know yourself all over again. What did you learn about yourself?
Well, it's just, how can I explain that? It's more of a holding on to myself kind of thing. Like, I always say, like, what I say is it feels like I've led over 4 or 5 different lives, like through my experiences in life.
Yeah.
And so it's even hearing you like, oh, you have an Oscar, you have this. To me, it's like I'm outside of myself watching someone else.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So in a way, I'm like, okay, that's me. I did this, I did that. So so that's why it's called like I Remember Me, because at times it don't seem like me.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be like you're watching it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and at the same time, I'm trying to hold on to myself, that girl before all of this, because in this kind of business, it's easy to lose yourself.
Oh,
and be changed.
Yeah,
but I like who I was, so I don't want to lose that.
No, and you don't seem like it's gone to your head. You seem very down to earth.
Thank you.
Look, we want to know more about you. We want to play a little game called Getting to Know You. If you can hang around in the ad break, we'll do that next.
Let's see.